welcome back everybody. This is MacLobuzz86 coming back at you on the LyfCraft server. Episode 11, being joined by Squawkers 2 and Puss in Boots. I haven't actually came up with a name for them yet, but yeah, I will eventually. You can see we're still basically in 1.13. Yes. We haven't upgraded yet, and there's a few reasons why. If you haven't seen the releases for Mojang or the issues they've been having, and there's quite a bit of them. Basically, lag and everything else, and we don't want that. Who wants lag? And I came all the way up here, and I was needing to go down there to my little storage room, which I've kind of updated a little bit. I don't like it because it looks off-centered. Yeah, it's bugging me. And you notice there's a hole in the wall. Well, I kind of broke my storage system. This one right here, if I look up high enough. Okay, I think I just confused myself on my own build. Oh, wait. The thing's further up. Okay. But anyways, the one that has sugarcane, this one right here, did not have enough, what do you call those things? Shulker boxes. So, kind of broke. Because it filled up and it set everything off. So I had to sit here for about a good hour or so fixing it. Yeah, apparently I only put one shulker box in here. Yeah, now it's full. I don't want to have to deal with that again. But it should all work. And I'm about to walk out of here again without grabbing the stuff I need. Today we're going to work on the little task of the game. I don't think they've came up for the name with it yet, but it's a game that BD and Truck Pipe were working on, and they've asked for my help. And I think this is actually still working through all the stuff I sent. Yeah, it really broke. So, let's go ahead and grab our stuff we're going to need. We're going to need a lot of redstone components. A lot more than what I got here. But, how about this? I'll get everything I'm going to need, and I will meet you guys over there. Alright, flying back in, and just to see this interesting UFO, we still need to do some work on it. I'll probably be in the next episode. And someone said it wasn't symmetrical. Yeah, I know they're just playing. Because I actually did make sure it looked identical all the way around. It might not be on one side. I don't know. I have to take a better look at it. Oh, cloud in my way. Cloud in my way. Yeah, it looks symmetrical. And just coming by the main base. Let's see if we can swoop down and scare zero derps. Alright, that's good enough. Now let's go back to the gaming area. Hopefully, I don't know if he noticed me or not. But this is the area that's being set up. And I have to say, they did a great job on it so far. I can't wait to see it when it's finished, and here it is. And there's Bearded Dragon. And look at this. This is just amazingly done, and it looks very hostile. And here we go. And do not want to land on anything. Do not want to land anything. There we go. Location for 6-block wall. Okay, this is that one. We should be good on coal now, BD. Enigma, I think these shulker boxes are used from the test area. Oh yeah, they are. Haha. I have to send him a thank you. If I can spell today. Anyways, alright. Let me go ahead and get things set up, and Yeah, we'll get to work.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here with Enigma and Truck Pipe. Look at them both, sparkling in their diamonds, looking very fetching there.
We're gorgeous.
Anyway, where are we? Where are we, Truck Pipe? That is the question. Enigma, you know now, we've brought you up to speed. This is our skeleton spawner area. So, you may not remember what it looked like before, but this was the area with our skeleton spawners underground. We've got the stairs going back up to the tower in the center. We've now hooked it up with a light so we can see when the spawner is active and when it's not active. So at the moment, it's obviously lit up down in the spawner, so nothing can spawn. And if we run around the backside, we've now got a lever here, so we can go send the skeletons to the red team, or we can flick it. Oh, there was a skeleton en route. Or we can send them to the blue team. So if we keep it in this position, we're in the blue position, we'll go and flick it on in a second. But if we nip down this little hole, we've now got a note block. In fact, we can come down this way. We've got a note block going down here to the water canal. So right underneath here is our skeleton spawner. And then if we hop over this way, in each direction, we've got the water canals going to the red team's base and to the blue team's base. There's just a small tripwire hook that obviously when they trip that, we get a little ding, so anyone waiting around upstairs can hear that something has spawned. And then down here, we just have a bit of redstone for the lighting, etc. So if we go back upstairs, if someone wants to play the role of... Oh, I've just remembered. I'm going the wrong way. Back up.
Wow, so many people.
If we go back upstairs, Truck Pipe, do you want to come and load this area whilst I nip back over to the blue team's base with
I can, yep.
Enigma? So we can go right back to the top, Enigma.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'll stay down here by the switch.
You can be You can be the team that's sending us. Me and Enigma are now on the blue team. You're on the red team, and you're sending us skellies to our side.
I'm sending skellies to the blue team.
If this was the actual game, we would be sending Enigma back down to slaughter you. But for now,
yeah,
we would try. Yes, and then I would have to defend myself.
Hopefully, we should have some skeletons. It is quite a trek, as me and Truck Pipe have found out. It's quite a long way for them to go. So we did hear a few dings there. I'm hoping we may have got a few already up top. But yeah, basically, if the team's then controlling that, there's two trains of thought that we've been thinking. One is we're not going to give any of the players bows.
Oh yeah,
but they've got a chance of getting bows if they send the skellies to their own side and somebody stands there and farms them. But then arrows are limited as well. Yeah. There is a creeper. There's no skelly, but there is a creeper. But whilst we're here, let's just show you this as well. So down here now, each team has their own sleeping area. So this is just floating out over the island at the back. So you've got your own personal little footlocker. You can kind of store all your diamond gear in. The team can get themselves a shield, and we have a couple of double chests of wooden swords to get you going early game. Down here, obviously food, once that lever is flicked on both sides, the game is activated. And part of that means that down here, we've got a hopper clock, an etho hopper clock, nothing special, but just a hopper clock that dispenses this chicken. I think it's about one chicken every 30 seconds or something like that. So teams have got to be a bit frugal with their food as well. They can't just get a stack of food and start running around regening their health.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of take a little longer to get done.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if we take people's health away from hunger away from them, their health will follow. So it can help speed up the game. Let's just chuck that out. Now you might have to break these blocks and follow me back up.
All right.
But hopefully we have we got any skellies here? This isn't good. This cannot be a failed demonstration.
I thought the light was still on.
Let me walk around the other side and double check it.
You could be right, Enigma.
Yeah,
we've just
spawner active when lit. Yep.
So now
it's lit.
We've got the initial loot here, Enigma, as well. For the loot, I believe you're going to be setting up soon, or from the look of this dispenser, it's slow progress.
Yeah, I just got over.
We've got some loot here that's going to be loaded in for a game, for example. maybe not all of it. We might kind of, depending on how many teams are playing, how many players are playing on each team.
Yeah.
So we've got a set of blue leather armor for this side and a set obviously of red on the other. We've got the initial round of stone swords. Again, might not put them all in. Iron swords, and then up top, the tier 2 items we've decided is going to be just the gold chest plates and just golden pickaxes. We've changed the blocks, so we're not going to have the obsidian anymore. This team's defending iron, the other team's defending gold.
Ah, okay.
The reason for that is we are thinking with 1.14, we might struggle for iron, and we don't want to be giving the players too much iron.
Yeah.
And not getting anything back in return. So gold obviously can break the iron blocks and obviously the gold blocks. So that seems to be more logical. And the gold chest plate keeps them at the. It should armor them up enough because they might still have the leather leggings or leather boots, should I say, from tier 1 if they are lucky enough to get that. But it means that if the other team has got a stone sword by that point, at least they can have half the battle. But there's another thing we've put in, which these skeletons don't seem to be appearing just yet, and I'm a bit nervous that if we...
I've had about 4 or 5 dings, so there should be some in round.
Oh, they're on their way then. But yeah, they do take some time. I mean, you're going to have to be controlling that for a fair length of time to see them coming across. I know when we were playing around with it earlier, it was a good 5 minutes until we got the first round of them coming through. But yeah, when we're in diamond gear like this, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
They come through with heavily armored, a lot of them. They were gold enchanted up and bows enchanted. If we were in leather gear, they would pummel us really. So I'm thinking what I might do instead is, if you can, do you want to wait there, TP, whilst I show Enigma the loot downstairs?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just stay right here and keep it loaded. Then
we'll see if they're here when we come back. But if you come this way and down this,
all right.
We now have this area, which come down a bit hot. So we have the 2 levers from both sides hooked up. This is the lever that's in hooked up to a torch tower that's in the blue team's base, and there's one on the red team's base, which starts another hopper clock right in the center of the map, and that controls a couple of things really. Primarily it controls our loot drop dispensers around the map. So we can see TP down there somewhere. There he is. So here it is. There's another etho hopper clock that is maxed out with blocks. So I think we should get about I forgot what I told you now. Is it 10, 20-minute cycle? I think it's 20-minute cycle back and forth. There's another ding we can hear.
Yeah, I heard that.
and these are hooked up all over the map to these droppers.
Oh, okay.
Now, I think in total there's 11, and they literally are on all the trenches. So wherever you look, you can find another one. We haven't loaded them with anything yet because we were still debating what to put in them. But they literally are everywhere. Now, when that hopper clock goes, every 20 minutes, a random item will be pumped out somewhere in the trenches. So it's kind of designed to get people out in the trenches as well for what could potentially be some game-winning loot. We're not putting anything overpowered in it.
Yeah.
But we're thinking things like on golden apple, for example, might make the difference, or mean the difference between somebody if going into battle and actually taking someone on, or running away from this battle when they get low health. So we have got some golden apples down here ready. Truck Pipes kindly donated, I think you donated a stack or so, was it? Half a stack to either side or something similar like that?
Yeah, like a half a stack available for both sides, so they could be used multiple games.
Let's go and see if we're going to be jumped upon. I can hear bones rattling.
All right, got my bow ready.
Yes, they're here.
So
the boys are here. Now,
oh, I would do Thin Lizzy, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. They're back
as
in
you
town.
can see, don't take on the Enderman.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nope.
Oh, there's a spider inbound. As you can tell, I mean, they were hopping around there a little bit too much for my liking, so we might have to change this out so that the water just pours forward and pushes them up and out, because they don't tend to typically want to get out and walk around. But the idea now is I can hear phantoms.
That's probably me.
Get to bed. Get to bed. Whoa, there's another one come through.
I can't. There's monsters nearby.
Uh-oh. Backfire.
On the roof. Okay. Oh no.
Oh, that's good. Oh, almost shot the
This
Enderman.
is odd for me.
Oh, they're not after me. That's a shock.
I've not long been asleep. But as you can see from that perfect demonstration, and that is what I see in Diamond Gear.
There we go.
Let's go and read him a bedtime story. So, Enigma.
Once upon a time.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Explosion?
Defend him with your life. Oh,
wow.
he was getting attacked by an Enderman, so that was...
Oh, no.
The trial was going bad.
Oh, there's another skeleton. Oh.
Is he on the outside?
You can see how this can become a problem in the middle of combat.
All right, he's gone.
Yeah, that was a perfect example in the end of why this could be a bit of a game changer, holding that center point. I didn't actually think it was going to be when we first started talking about doing it. I thought, are we really going to see teams kind of going to camp that out with one player just to send them to the opposite team's base? But I think that could have a huge impact, because even if you were going to attack this base and you had a whole host of skellies here waiting for you, it could make the difference between you being able to get one of their blocks and out of here safely.
Yeah.
And obviously, if they kill you, you're not going to drop your head. So that's another good thing, or another good reason to be doing it. But to combat the idea, the fact that these guys could come up in the daylight just like this, we decided that this outer ring is going to go all the way around the outside. We're going to keep the center open for our campground in the middle, because this was always going to be a bit of a campground.
Right.
I've tried to kind of do these two walls at least. So we've just put some holes, and there's some areas where you can kind of go and spy on a few others. If you do manage to pick up a bow, maybe you use one of these areas to try and make a shot. I don't know whether it's even possible. Looks to be possible, but you're not going to get the head. So it's very likely, or very unlikely, should I say, teams are going to want to kind of camp this and just play a bow fight. Plus, you've got another incentive to be down there, which is that the loot is going to be popping up in them trenches.
Oh, yeah.
So that is us really brought up the speed. Apart from that, we've now got, I think these trenches down here are pretty much done. Oh, the trenches down here are pretty much done. And you're just finishing off the trenches on your side of your truck pipe?
Yeah, the red team's side end of the battlefield still needs quite a bit of the trench work finished.
I don't know how I ended up managing referring to that as your side. I mean, you have done most of the terraforming on top, but I've kind of been thinking it's your side from the get-go.
Yeah, because you'd had the blue side pretty well complete, and so I just started on the opposite end and tried to work towards the middle. So.
But we put the cave is now in on this side as well, so we've got this looking pretty fancy. It's just all these. I mean, you've done a mighty fine job so far. We just got to do the floors and the walls and the trenches. And I think after you've done your redstone Enigma, I think we are good for a go at some point. There's a wolf down here. Is this the one you've seen, Trogpipe?
Which one?
He's in the red team's sleeping quarters.
Yeah, I was in there. I think I left a chest in there by mistake.
Oh no, there's a wolf in there, but basically,
the wolf, he wandered in. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
I didn't have any bones to claim him.
Everything we have on the blue side, I just showed you, Enigma, we have over here. The only thing that I forgot to mention is if you want to go outside and look back towards me, you're probably not going to see it in the day. But when the team says they're ready, the firework goes off.
I saw the firework.
Now, unfortunately, you can't see the other teams from here and vice versa. So it's kind of a bit of a moot point. The only thing we were thinking is when you do this back part, which could be something you might want to take on and just leave it to us to do at some point. But it might be an idea to get some fireworks fired off in the middle so both teams can see and hear it.
Oh, yeah. That actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Just have them, like, colored so know which one has which.
That would be good. That would be very good. But something like that, just to I mean, a firework to start, firework to seems most logical. But I'm kind of looking forward to getting at least to the point where it's test ready. I think we've got it pretty much laid out in terms of the thoughts in our head, and I think we even come up with a few more ideas earlier, Truckpipe, for things we can do. Maybe in the future, maybe we look at doing a few things a bit different. But we're not going to really know until we.
Goes.
Yeah, and we're not going to really know until we play a couple of rounds out and certainly when we get getting to know whether or not it's even possible as a 1v1 or 2v2 or 3v3, etc. Truck pipes taking damage.
Oh yeah,
And
run
I
over the
forgot.
magma cubes like a knucklehead.
I've actually forgotten what most of those ideas were we had earlier, but I know some of them seemed pretty fun and funky. So we'll probably leave that, like I say, till we've got the game, the bare bone. And let me take a fly. Ooh, am I gonna fly? Yes, we can fly. So now, if we get from above, we now have the zone really complete. The combat zone is almost ready and waiting for a fight. But from me, I'm going to say this is going to call it a wrap. I know it's a short episode, like I say. It's a bit of an update. We've got more skellies here, boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which side?
They were keep digging. That's why I finally turned it off.
I'm hoping that by the time that our next episode comes out, Mo Young might have come out with the hot fix or 1.14.1, which sounds like they might be coming, and that might allow us to get this thing kind of put to bed and wait for a game to be played, so we can go around and do the changes that we wanted to do to the rest of our spawn town and our base, etc., with some of the new fancy blocks. But from me and from Enigma and Truckpipe,
That's a be all for me.
that was your cue. That was your cue to say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
I'm going to call it a day, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now. That was right on cue.
All right, everybody. After that nice foot rest right there, I have my shulker boxes set up, and I've been doing some work around here. As you saw by the clip, they've gotten a lot done around here since I last was over here. I'm pretty much using signs as filters because you can have a lower number in the hopper line, and I had to preload an extra head to put it down here because it's being stopped. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to go grab somebody's head. I think I actually have one I've been testing with down here. Oh, it's in my inventory. That's good. And we'll... Nah, I don't want that. Let's put a couple chests in there. And there's going to be something there. And it will make its way through. It takes a minute. And basically the signs come out. They shouldn't have fallen out. We can run that test one more time with more things on it. And I left the head down here. And I have no way up. There we go. And I've been thinking about doing if none of them match. There we go. So that's how the players are going to get their weapons and stuff like that. Now I was thinking if somebody wanted to try and be sneaky and throw something in here that didn't belong, have a little special surprise for them. But that will be later. So this is what I've gotten done so far. I still have to put in the loading system for the dispenser down here. But that's actually not that bad. You just run a timer. I'll show you guys that whenever I get it finished. And now I have to start working on the lighting system for the blocks that are going to be placed. We're going to have, as I said, iron on one side, gold on another. And something else we're going to also work on is a way to indicate that the other team is ready. I'm going to be running a light source from their switch all the way over there to over here and vice versa. So I will bring you guys back whenever I have all that done, and I'll see you guys in a few moments.